In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the differences between the new smartwatches that Fitbit has announced, the Fitbit Sense and the Fitbit Versa 3. Which one should you buy? Find out up next. Hey guys, my name is Jeff, and on this channel I do all sorts of different tech reviews as well as tech tutorial videos, so please consider subscribing. Today we're going to be talking about the differences between the brand new Fitbit Sense that's going to be coming out and the Fitbit Versa 3. And we're going to start with the Fitbit Sense. The Fitbit Sense is a new smartwatch product, and Fitbit has not released a new smartwatch product in addition to their Fitbit Versa that they released in 2018. But with the Sense, we see a new lineup of different sensors and even more health tracking options with this smartwatch. So the Fitbit Sense is going to come with a built-in EDA sensor, and this is going to tell you how stressed you are. You are going to be able to take the palm of your hand and place it on the top of the watch, and using an app that's installed on the Fitbit Sense, it's going to be able to tell you how stressed you are, as well as give you tips on how to reduce that amount of stress. It's also going to study those different patterns of stress that you may be having and then report all that information back to you. And similar to what they've done with your sleep tracking, they came up with a sleep score number, which is going to summarize all the different sleep patterns that you've had to let you know if you've had a good night's sleep or a better night's sleep. They're doing the same thing with that stress tracking, and you're actually going to get a stress score, which is going to let you know how stressed you essentially are that day. So I think giving you an easy number, they found with a sleep score, that's a very relatable way of letting you know how easy it is to kind of gauge where you're at, and now they're doing that same thing with tracking your stress. And real quick, as we do in all of our videos on this channel, somewhere sprinkled in this video is Tinker. He's our little hidden robot, and he's going to briefly pop up during this video. If you happen to spot him, let me know the timestamp of where you saw him down in the comments section below. Be the first person to do that to get your name and your YouTube channel, if you have one, featured on our Tinker Forward Hall of Fame page. So the Fitbit Sense also features an ECG sensor, and this is a sensor that's been in Apple Watches for a while, but essentially it detects the rhythm of your heart and atrial fibrillation, which is the irregular and often rapid heart rate that occurs when the two upper chambers of your heart experience chaotic electrical signals. And although this is not a replacement for going and seeing a doctor, this will give you a heads up if it notices irregular rhythm. So the watch is also going to have the ability to detect your skin temperature, and we'll get more information on this as the Fitbit Sense is released. And I think the ability here to be able to detect your temperature from a smartwatch is something that a lot of people have been asking for. The fact that we're in this global pandemic right now, and everywhere you go, people are very concerned about taking your temperature to see if you have a fever and potentially might be leading to having COVID. These types of uses, I think, are going to become more and more common in smartwatches. So I'm very interested to see this ability, this feature that's coming to the Fitbit Sense. Something else to note is that they've also redesigned the optical heart rate sensor, and it's supposed to give you an even more accurate reading. So interested to see if that has made improvements as well. The design and body of the Fitbit Sense is also different from the Fitbit Versa 3. So the Fitbit Sense comes with a stainless steel design, and it's got an AMOLED and Corning Gorilla Glass screen. So it's kind of got a better build quality than the Fitbit Versa 3. The Fitbit Versa 3 has actually got an aluminum based body. So those are the major differences that come with the Fitbit Sense. Now there are also updates and improvements to the Fitbit Versa 3. However, everything I just talked about is only going to be available on the Fitbit Sense. So let's talk about improvements that are coming to the Fitbit Versa 3 over the Fitbit Versa 2, and these improvements are also included on the Fitbit Sense. So both with the Versa 3 and the Fitbit Sense, you still get the 6-day battery life, which If you watch some of the other videos on my channel here reviewing some of the other Fitbit smartwatches, the Versa 2, the Versa, the 6-day battery life is still the king, in my opinion, of all smartwatch products that are out there. The Apple Watch, I think, on average gets about a 2-day battery life. What is really neat about the latest versions of Fitbit is they are also claiming that they now have fast charging. And what that means is you can get 24 hours of charge for your Fitbit smartwatch by just plugging it in and letting it charge for 12 minutes. So if your Fitbit smartwatch battery is getting low on either the Sense or the Versa 3, plugging it in and letting it charge for as little as 12 minutes gives you another 24 hours of charge time. Something else that is coming to the Versa 3, also included on the Fitbit Sense, is the built-in GPS tracking. And I'm glad this is finally coming. I was actually hoping they were going to include it with the Versa 2, but unfortunately it was not included. So if you've got a previous Versa, maybe a Versa or a Versa 2 that doesn't have the built-in GPS tracking, the Versa 3 and the Fitbit Sense are both gonna have that. And what is great about that is you can leave your phone at home, you can go for a workout, you can go for a run, and it is going to track and map out where you've run. You don't have to take your phone with you. So if you're someone like me that doesn't always like to have their phone with them but still wants to track their workout, having the built-in GPS is definitely something that I think has been long coming. I kind of wish Fitbit would have incorporated it a little bit earlier. I've done some other reviews on this channel of Garmin, like they've got their Vivo Active 4, and having that GPS tracking has always been very convenient in the sense that you don't have to bring your phone with you. So Fitbit also has their workout intensity map, and again, this works using the GPS that's built into the smartwatch. After you're done with your outdoor workout or your exercise run, you can go into the Fitbit app, take a look at the map that shows where you did your run, and it's actually going to show you your heart rate zones throughout your route so that you can learn where you put in the most effort. The watches are also going to include the active zone minutes, where you get credit for being active during the day. That's something that Fitbit has had before, but again, being able to take advantage of that with the brand new Fitbit Versa 3 or the Fitbit Sense is also something that's very convenient. Both smartwatches are swim proof up to 50 meters, so you can take these things swimming with you. You can also take them in the shower. So the always on display feature is something else that's going to be on both the Fitbit Versa 3 and the Fitbit Sense. And this is going to allow you to be able to look at your smartwatch at any time and see information on it. And this is a feature that's kind of nice if you don't want to wait for your screen to turn on and off all the time. However, turning this feature on is going to significantly deplete the battery. You're definitely not going to get the 6 days of battery life out of it. So if you've seen my review video on the Versa 2, when they came out with the Versa 2, they started including Amazon Alexa, where you can start using your voice to give the watch different commands. Now with the Versa 3 and with the Fitbit Sense, they are also including Google Assistant. So you'll get Google Assistant and Amazon Alexa, allowing you to give commands to your watch to bring up information or do things for you. In addition to that, they are also including speakers inside the smartwatches so that you can now take phone calls right from your watch and be able to talk as well as hear right through the watch instead of having to use some sort of a Bluetooth headphone or something as you previously had to do. And lastly, just like on the other Fitbit products, you still get all of the sleep tracking features. I do think Fitbit does have some of the best sleep tracking features out of all the smartwatches that are out there. Again, this is all included with the Sense as well as the Versa 3. So let's talk about build factors, what colors they come in, as well as price. So let's start with the Fitbit Sense, and it's going to come in 2 different color options. You're going to have the carbon graphite stainless steel, or you can get the lunar white soft gold stainless steel. And this is going to be the most expensive smartwatch that Fitbit has put out to date. It is going to be priced at $329. So with the Fitbit Versa 3, that is actually going to be $100 less than the Fitbit Sense. So that is going to be priced at $229 when they release it, and it actually comes in 3 different color combinations. You can get either the midnight blue and soft gold aluminum, you can get the black and black aluminum, or you can get the pink clay and soft gold aluminum. There is a really cool blue and gold Versa 3. I'm kind of surprised that they're not offering that with the Fitbit Sense. That's probably my favorite color combination out of all the different color combos that they offer. So now that we've talked about the differences and the similarities that come on both the Fitbit Sense and the Fitbit Versa 3, which one should you buy? I think if you've got a Fitbit Versa or a Fitbit Versa 2, getting a Fitbit Versa 3 is still a nice upgrade. Probably to me, one of the biggest features that's on there is the built-in GPS. If you're looking for the latest and greatest, the best that Fitbit has to offer, you definitely would have to be looking at the Fitbit Sense. It's got all those extra sensors and a lot of those things, being able to tell your skin temperature, being able to detect your stress levels and give you feedback about that. Those are all premium features. And I guess you just have to ask yourself, is it worth it to pay the extra $100? I would just put into perspective that if you were comparing this to the Apple Watch or the Samsung Galaxy Watch that's out there, that price point is going to be right around that $400. And in my opinion, it definitely looks like that is what the Fitbit Sense is going after. The watch, even at its current price of coming out at $329, is still $70 cheaper than those other smartwatches. If you've watched any of the previous videos I've had using the Fitbit products, I think Fitbit leads the way not only in battery life, but in a lot of different fitness tracking areas in smartwatches. So I think they can charge that extra $100 to give you some of these premium sensor experiences. But you have to make your own choice. Everybody is on their own budgets, and you have to ask yourself what you are hoping to get out of purchasing each one of these smartwatches. If you are interested in checking out the fitness tracker by Fitbit, the Charge 4, which came out earlier this year, or even their previous Versa models, I've done reviews, unboxings on all of those products. There'll be links down in the description below as well as at the end of this video. So I'm interested to know your thoughts about either the Fitbit Sense or the Versa 3. What do you think of all the updates? What do you think they could have included that they didn't include, or what other enhancements do you think they could make to these smartwatches? Please let me know down in the comments section below. If you found some value in this video, please be sure to smash that like button. I plan on doing full unboxings and reviews of these products, so if you hit that subscribe button and that little notification bell, you'll get notified when those videos come out. Hey, my name is Jeff. I do all sorts of tech reviews on this channel, and I appreciate you taking some time here to watch. Be sure to make every day awesome, and I will see you guys in the next video.